everyone, thank you for tuning in. I'm your instructor Joy. Let me first play a tune for you. This was an excerpt from Mozart, Concerto No. 3, the G major. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for your continued support. Here also on my Patreon page, booking lessons with me, sending me kind questions, donations, comments. I really appreciate. So with this particular excerpt, we are going to work on many different ways how one could control the bow technique so that we could play off the string and on the string. Off the string basically means starts away from the string and finishes away from the string. There's kind of halfway, which is a college stroke, starts on the string and end up off the string. We don't use that, even though we have a college mixed with a spiccato here. That one. But still, what I'm going to consider as an accented spiccato. So let's start. How one of the most important part, how could one produce off the string stroke and on the string stroke? So when you look at the bow, you realize it's not straight at all. It should not be straight. It's rather curved, a little gentle, going downwards. That means because here in the middle part it has a natural way of bouncing it, which we call it bouncing spot. Bouncing spot is not only from the middle, but it goes about quarter from the frog. So if you divide bow into 4, from the center or the middle of the bow until quarter of the bow, that's a bouncing spot. Depending on the speed or the tempo of the string stroke, if it's fast, it's in the lighter part of the bow. If it's slow, it is a little closer to the frog, the heavier part of the bow. Now, so as you might have guessed, when you want to play off the string, whether it's a spiccato, ricochet, or accented spiccato, you want to place the bow in a bouncing spot. You don't want to play off the string, but on the string, you go away from the bouncing spot. Either go to the frog from here, which is because bouncing spot starts from the quarter from the frog to the middle, here, or up there one. That is why we started at first here, and then we bring it a little closer to the frog, and then again bouncing bow or off the string, then bring it to the frog again, and here just a little away, like that. Now, but there's one spot that does not allow us to change the bow placement. Here we did it ricochet, which means couple bouncing spot and then accented spiccato, and now the last one you have to place a legato. Now if I just place the bow right away, I'm going to have bouncing bow off the string because I'm on the bouncing spot naturally. I could go away, but I don't always have the time, so it's a little rushed. So here, there's other ways of changing the bow from bouncing to not to bouncing, meaning from the off the string to onto string, which is adjusting the angle of the bow hair. So remember, we can use all the flat hair, placing the bow all the one, or tilt the bow, turning, just using some hair on the side by raising the wrist. So if you want bounce a lot, place the bow straight direct with a flat hair. You want bounce less, then you tilt it, it still bounces but goes a little sideways, bouncing less. So here, flat hair, tilted hair, flat hair, tilted hair. So now that's what we're going to use. Here we're doing ricochet, tilted. Then now we have time to go to the frog, tilted. then like that. So we know that two ways of doing it. Off the string, we just have to be on the bouncing spot, but if you have to change from off the string to on the string very fast, you can do it just by tilting the bow hair, which also you can use it when you sometimes you play the bow and then you have your bow unwantingly shaky or bouncing. You want to fix it, just tilt it, then it will fix it right away. Or bring the bow away from the bouncing spot, either towards the tip or to the front. Next passage, we're playing twice. We're using the bow stroke to use as a dynamics. Once with a legato, second time as a spiccato, like a little piano. Here, if I use legato in upper half bow, which Perman does it a lot, which is the best spot to be on the string. Or I can do from front, but this is not as preferred because it's too heavy. It gets a little too heavy and loud, and it makes it a bit difficult. You could play, but the problem is from here, then you need to move your bow quickly to the bouncing spot, which is not impossible, but as you notice, there isn't much time. So this is the part where you have to compromise. You don't have luxury of moving your bow placement as great as we wish. So what we have to do is only adjusting the degree, the tiltness of the bow. With a legato, we use a little more tilted bow. About the same spot, now a little straightened, and then raise the elbow a little higher to make it not too loud. That one. So basically that's what it is. Like that. Yeah. So if you want to add a little more, you can maybe move slightly lower, slightly higher to make the legato a little easier, heavier part with a strong tone, and spiccato a little lighter, and that could be a next step. But I hope you can try this one. There are many ways of playing on the string legato or off the string spiccato or ricochet. There, one has to know which one is the best, that specific passage. As you can see, just within the same piece, you have two different ways. I wish you can try this one yourself. I wish you're happy practicing and hope to see you again. Bye bye.